For me, it was normal. Is the reason why sometimes your children can think that it's normal. Everybody see aura, or everybody can see angels, or everybody can hear the plants talking, and they never mention to the parents because they think it's normal. Unless one time they say something to the parents or the mother, and the mother say, "Oh, how do you know this?" And the child explain, and the mother like, "Oh, I didn't know that this can happen." And the child surprised, explain, "Oh, I thought everybody can do this." And this is something that sometimes happens, because when you are born with in this way, you don't know that there is another way to experience. And this is also something that sometimes parents need to be aware. Sometimes the children don't explain because they never thought was a problem. Like one time I had this friend of mine, she worked in the hospital, and one day she discovered that the 3 children that she has, all of them, they can see spirits. And she found out that the spirit that they see were the spirit that she was taken home from the hospital. They follow her, and everything's happened. She found out when with the youngest daughter, she was 10 at the time, she woke up in the middle of the night, her mother, and she said, "Mom, I cannot sleep anymore in my room." And she said, "Why?" "Because there is this girl, she was always talking to me all night." And the mother, surprised, said, "Why? When happened?" "Oh, every night now, for a month, she's coming in my room." And when she described the daughter described this girl, was the girl that she killed herself just a month before, and they took to the hospital, And what I'm saying is, and the mom asked, "Why you never tell me this stuff?" "Oh, because I thought it was normal, but you can see them too, And it's the reason why sometimes they can go through situation thinking that it's normal from everybody, okay? And it's the reason why I'm thinking that it's important for a parent to be, first of all, open-minded and understand that these children, sometimes they go through some difficulty because they don't know how to handle this. They don't know how to, really, create some border, kind of limits where, okay, how I can handle this situation. And it's good that they can feel. In fact, some children, because they cannot understand how to manage this, sometimes they lock themselves completely and they don't feel anything more because they are afraid or they don't know how to handle. Okay.
So it sounds like a communication or improving communication between the parent and
Yes.
the child. So if the parent is a little unsure as to what might be happening, it sounds like a few questions or making that child feel safe to tell them what
Yes.
they might be feeling.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because really, maybe start to ask some question like, what you see? Can you tell me? In a good way, not in judgment way, like making fun, but just asking, okay, tell me what you see, because it would be nice for me to know. And I have one woman, she was telling me that her granddaughter, she can speak with angels. And it was amazing when she said, my granddaughter, she said that she cannot share too much with other people because angels say to her, don't share this because people are going to laugh about it. And she said she's very cautious to explain what she knows. And it's so amazing because sometimes grandma, when the granddaughter asked her some questions, she said, go to ask your angels. And she came back with answer, and very right answer. And she was shocked and, oh my gosh. It's the reason why, if you start to play with children, sometimes you understand that easily is true. There is something, okay? And they can really reach some information, some knowledge, and something very, very interesting, okay? The reason why, yes, I think it's important for a parent to support the child, any children, okay? But in particular, a child that is very sensitive, is because the difficulty for the child is that the child sometimes can hear many voices, can feel many things, or have more emotion, have different feelings. And if they don't know how to shield themselves, how to kind of separate a little themselves from this, they really can have a time to handle, okay? And this is why sometimes they are unfocused, or they can have some very swimming smooth, kind of change, from a moment to another and be upset or happy because of this. And I can tell you, when I was a child, I was in some way I was lucky because of what I remember. Every time I was going maybe in a restaurant, a public place, and maybe I sat in a table, I was feeling somebody around was nervous or was depressed. But what saved me, without having a training, but I can understand 90% that it was not my feeling, but somebody else's feeling. And this helped me to figure out about the situation. I found out that not a lot of people can do this. For me, it was natural, it was normal, and it was good for me because it didn't drive me nuts completely. Because when sometimes I heard some voices, I know that was my angels or spirit guide telling me something, or when I was feeling something, I don't know, I was like checking myself and recognized, no, this is not me, but somebody else. And it was very good for me to make the distinction between, okay? But at the meantime, what was very challenging for me was I didn't know how to absorb this information or this energy or this feeling. The difficulty for me was to shield myself from all of this stuff. Sometimes I prefer don't go in a big public place because it was very hard for me to be so close to people. And also when I was young, I remember disco or metro, it was a place where it was okay, but I have a time to stay for a long period. I was very tired after I was staying in this kind of place, okay? And yeah, it's the reason why today I'm going to talk about shield and ground, because I think it's one of the basic exercises that everybody needs to know.